Continuously innovation. This is where we've got to be good in Europe. We've lost the battle, as I think Marion Moores was saying. We've lost the battle for the simple things which are being done at much lower price elsewhere in the world. But what we can do is be smart and clever. And I think that's where the Eranet comes in.
Well, environmental technology is crucial, and it's something that we're good at in Europe. I mean, the heads of state, the heads of government have been in Brussels the last couple of days, as you know, a very senior meeting, and really climate change and energy and these sorts of things are right on the top of the agenda, which means that research has got a crucial role to play. Yep. So if you're doing things environmental, then let's go for it. We've absolutely got to do that. We've got a good tradition, as I've said, in Europe on environmental technologies, not only in cleaning things up and doing things in different ways, but certainly in manufacturing things differently, using different chemicals, using production engineering in a different way, and really involving people's, not only their conscious, but also the science and technology of the environment. There's an action plan. There are several different directorates general and directorates within the Commission who are working on these topics. So the environment is number one.
Okay.
In our opinion, to create a sustainable society, you need sustainable technology, products and services.
And that again requires research and development and innovation in terms of sustainability. So therefore sustainability and innovation are important for the industry, and therefore I think Susprise is also important for us in general terms.
If we get a response from SMEs that they are very happy with this call and this finally solves a number of their problems, then I would be happy.
That they managed to have new collaborations that they couldn't get otherwise. But maybe this is very high.
But it should be a great success when partners who never knew one another before, just because of this scheme, get to know each other and come to new proposals and new ideas and make business of it.
On the other hand, industry knows that we cannot do things alone, so research, cooperation and coordination is important. The industry is moving more and more from the closed labs that we had in the last century, where every company, or at least the bigger companies, they had their own research labs. They thought they could do everything in-house. They don't need anybody else. That's definitely the past, and we are more and more going to leveraging external assets. There are new models of R&D. One example within the industry is, for example, Procter & Gamble. They have a good slogan. They moved from R&D to C&D, meaning from research and development, to something which they call connect and develop, which is really about networking, which is about using external sources and using external ideas and trying to internalize that whenever there is a business opportunity for them.
Well, if you realize that about 80% of the innovation comes from exchange, I think that has a lot of emphasis, and maybe 20% from R&D. What in my opinion, is important that if you realize that R&D needs money, innovation and implementation needs a cultural change.
Now we're going to the next part of our meeting, which is really a small step in terms of budget, but a giant leap in European collaboration of environmental programs.
The SME here. So the SME receives the guidelines to the call, and we hope that Jan, that you'll submit a proposal. Actually,
thank you.
Slowly again for photos.
Ja, anders kun je het door de choice call.
Thank you.
uitbreiden, een beetje voorbereid zijn, maar hoe zou ik dat doen?
Susprise has done a jolly good job in bringing a lot of people together. The ERA-nets themselves are a crucial tool, if you like. The fact that it's a network within the ERA, the European Research Area, is already a message. So already different ministries are talking to each other, which is very nice. They're actually opening their doors a bit more. So Susprise, I see that as a launch pad for a lot of things which could be very useful. Quite which way they will go, I don't know.
I think quite a lot of the added value, or maybe the most important added value, is that countries learn from each other. Yes, it's important that results come out in a sense that there are joint programs, joint calls, or open programs, or other activities without subsidy. But I think it's also very important and not so very well measurable is that countries and civil servants in countries know from each other what they are doing and can learn from each other's practices and each other's experiences.
I'd be interested to know whether Susprise can see whether there are gaps as far as taking their results of their projects further. For example, in the procurement side, do they see this as a barrier to turning the results of research into marketable products? Financing, do they see a gap in the risk capital area? Do they think, for example, that setting targets on products would help to stimulate research, further research and development in these areas?
We have received very valuable input, I think, today. Few of the issues that are very prominent is take the SMEs seriously, not only in the sense of subsidy regulations, but also take them seriously in the signals that we are going to give to our national governments. Coming from Susprise, it may be perhaps a more powerful signal than signals that come within member countries. The second one is the issue we raised about themes and priorities. Work together with the SMEs, try and get some focus, not restricting SMEs too much, but try and get focus, thinking the whole process towards marketing of these sustainable technologies that can be an advantage to the environment in Europe, but also to the economy in Europe.